So good man, good to see you, good to meet you. Okay, very nice to
Listen, good.
hear about your success story. I just wanted to talk to you about your CAT journey because your profile also is like slightly different, right? You're not an engineer. I think you cleared CA, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir.
So I think your preparation CA itself is like a very big challenge. You have to like prepare for many a lot. So I just wanted to know about your like journey, your CAT journey, which I think will be definitely beneficial for students who are also preparing for CAT, especially maybe non-engineers. Okay. So with that
Yeah.
background, I just wanted to get started by asking you, just tell me about yourself, your background, those things. Yeah.
So I am Mohit Dalmia, and I
Yeah.
am born and brought up in a small town of Jhunjhunu, Rajasthan. It's a
Okay.
town 200 kilometers away from the capital, Jaipur.
Okay.
My basic schooling was from Jhunjhunu only, and from the very start, I was a bit inclined toward studies. I was a good performer overall. So
Good.
10 CGPA in 10th, and then afterwards I picked up science, and
Mm-hmm.
then had 93.6% in my 12th. We had a
Mm-hmm.
family business. We have a family pharmacy business. So I did a diploma in my pharmacy. And but I was always inclined to read more about, get to know more about businesses and commerce. So I decided to take up chartered accountancy after completing 12th. So
Mm-hmm.
I did all the levels in the first shot. I secured All India rank 39th in my CA foundation, and
Okay.
then we have to do a mandatory articleship of 3 years.
Correct. Yeah.
I moved to Jaipur to complete that, and
Mm-hmm.
I have worked with a firm. It's a mid-sized
Mm-hmm.
firm, normal firm, where I have worked in income tax and economic offences cases. So I have dealt
Okay.
with income tax litigation cases, scrutinies and all,
Mm-hmm.
PMLA cases, money laundering and ED cases that we handle. So I
Mm-hmm.
did my 3 year of articleship from there. Afterwards, I appeared for my CA final exams, cleared it. I became a CA November 23,
Okay.
and I joined the same firm where I have interned. I joined the same firm as a senior associate there.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
time I managed cases relating to search and seizure,
Mhm. Mhm.
the raids and all we hear about. So I was engaged
Mhm.
in that for 5 months. I joined from April and worked till August. And in August, I
Right.
decided that I'm going to pursue MBA. So I
Mhm.
left my job there, and
Mhm.
I purchased your this booster
Mhm.
course, the crash course you have,
Mhm.
and it really
Yeah.
helped me. It was a pre-cooked meal. Just you have to
Yeah.
sit there and have it. Very honestly, it was very that helped me
Yeah.
because I was not aware of all the things that you need to do for CAT. I just knew the
Mhm.
subjects, not even the
Mhm.
course. I hadn't very much planned about it. It was more of a
Mhm.
impulsive decision कि
Okay.
अभी मेरे को MBA
Mhm.
करना है.
Mhm.
It felt the
So
right time for me.
this is the first time you have taken CAT, right? Or you have taken CAT in 23 also?
No, no, sir. This was the first time.
This is the first time. And you seriously started preparation sometime in August.
Yeah, but after August, in September only. Yeah, I bought your course on 16th August, and I was dedicatedly started studying from the like first week of September.
So basically, for somebody who hasn't taken CAT before, were you nervous because you would have felt that okay, there's only like 2 months or 3 months left at that time, and if you started preparing, or were you confident with your academic background?
Sir, I would say there was a bit of the doubt in the back of my mind कि
Hmm.
3 months are there or 2 months are there, and I think it's not much time. But
Hmm.
your crash course was actually designed that way. कि you
Correct. Yeah.
can do it in 60 days, 50 days. So I was like, it's not impossible as if. And
Hmm.
one more thing that I have realized from my CA preparations is that the
Hmm.
first attempt you give,
Hmm.
either be it CA, either be it CAT, it's a golden
Hmm.
attempt. Golden attempt
Hmm.
is in the sense because you start with a clean slate. There, you
Hmm.
have no preconceptions, you have no pre-notions of what the
Hmm.
CAT might look like, what your paper
Hmm.
might look like, scaling kaise
Hmm.
hogi. You are clear of
Hmm.
all of that. You just
Hmm.
can really focus on what is in your hand, which is study. Bas.
Hmm.
Rather
Very
than
nice.
thinking कि अपना मेरा कौन सा सेट आने वाला है एंड वुड इट बी
Hmm.
हार्ड डिजाइनर कैसा आएगा क्वांट कैसा आना है यू कैन जस्ट
Hmm.
focus you can what you can do which is you can just sit and focus on your
Hmm.
weakness and strengthen your leverage your strengths
आई थिंक
that way.
या दैट्स अ वेरी मैच्योर थिंग टू से। मैंने अभी तक ऐसा कभी सोचा नहीं है, लेकिन जब आफ्टर यू सेड दैट मुझे लग रहा है कि वो एक्चुअली काफ़ी मैच्योर है। क्योंकि मैं काफ़ी लोगों को देखता हूँ, जो काफ़ी डिस्ट्रैक्टेड हो जाते हैं, काफ़ी अननेसेसरी स्ट्रेस ले लेते हैं, थोड़ा पैनिक हो जाते हैं। मतलब उनका ब्रेन भी थोड़ा क्लटर्ड हो जाता है व्हेनेवर दे आर प्रिपेयरिंग। मुझे एंड मैं कई बार बोलता हूँ कि ऐसा क्लटर नहीं होना चाहिए, जितना सिंपल होगा, जितना क्लियर होगा, उतना अच्छा होगा, उतना परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा होगा। So that I think is a very nice way of putting it. Good. So when you started your preparation, out of the 3 sections, was there any one section where you were struggling, or you found all of them to be like not very difficult, or how was it? Verbal, quant, LRDA?
Yes, sir. Like as I said, I was from a small town, so I from the very beginning I started in English. I had problem with the English, so I found the VARC section a bit more difficult to grasp. And telling a percentile here, I scored 96 in VARC and 99 in both this
Quant
DILR
and
and quant.
LRDA.
So yeah,
Very
English
good.
was a bit more difficult.
So mocks लेना कब से start किया? मतलब you started preparation in September, so you immediately started with mocks, or was there any more delay, or
No, I started with sectionals
okay, good.
to just get to know the course and everything. And mocks I started in around October mid.
Okay.
And I was very focused on giving mocks at the last leg of my preparation. So basically, the last 25 days of November, I was giving mock daily. मैंने daily दिया mock
Very. बहुत
because
अच्छा है.
I remember once one of your videos you said about a student
Yeah.
that he regular mocks, and what happened was when actually giving the CAT exam, he was very comfortable. He was very he was not nervous at all. He was familiar with the time clock. He was familiar with the speed. So he was very well prepared for it. And I realized कि yeah, nervousness, if I get nervous in my exam, then सारी पढ़ाई करनी waste हो जानी है.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the time sheet came. My slot was first in the morning. So I had to wake myself up early. सुबह जल्दी उठना and then have to be familiar with my time slot. कि उस time पे I'm awake and fully active.
अच्छा है. And slot 1 था. Okay. CAT 2023 में you would have heard, no, कि ठीक है, maths was very difficult, quant was very difficult. Now इस साल वो पूरा बदल गया था. Okay, पेपर थोड़ा easy आ गया था. तो did you realize it while taking the examination that the paper was easier, or how was it while you were taking the examination?
No, I actually never realized कि paper was easy. I was very happy कि I prepared, I performed very well. But then afterwards we see the reviews and all, and we're like यार सबको ही अच्छा गया, पेपर आसान है यार अब की बार. So yeah, I did not realize कि paper easy आया. Exam के अंदर it was like ठीक है, I did well.
But
I
good.
realized I felt like DILR was easier. वो मुझे समझ में आ गया था because 3-4 sets I was able to make. मैं बोला इतना बनाए इसका मतलब पेपर DILR का तो आसान.
ठीक है, good. So finally, when the result came, what is your final percentile in each of the sections and overall?
Yeah, in VRC it's 96.35 and LRD it's 99.5 I guess, and in quants it's 99.1 99.2. Overall is 99.6.
Very good, man. Fantastic score. So you got any calls till now?
Yeah, sir, I have got calls from Kozhikode, Indore, and SP Jain, and then cab calls and these Raipur new IMs. They are rolling out.
Good, man. Okay, very nice to hear this. Normally, when I ask this in this interview, I always ask two things. Okay, if there is one tip you wanted to give the future aspirants, okay, one thing that you think you have done well, which you want them to do, and one mistake that you have made, which you don't want the future aspirants to do, what would those two things be?
Okay, sir, I think the biggest advice or the important advice I can provide is focus on clearing the cat. Like all the worries, because when I started I was in a time crunch. I did not had much time, so I never actually analyzed the colleges or did make a target list. मुझे ये target करना है. I did not had that time, to be honest. I was like
Good.
cat अच्छा निकल जाएगा, then I could move on to selecting colleges. अगर cat ही अच्छा नहीं निकला तो college ही select नहीं करेगा मेरे को तो
Correct.
basically focus on what it's in your hand. And I have pasted a quote on my study table. Like we all have heard this, कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु
Oh,
कदाचन.
really? Oh, yeah.
हाँ,
That is there on my board also, man. Even I have it on my board. On my work board, I also have it. But good, very good. Yeah. Tell me.
amazing. I have the full quote too कि कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भु माते संगोत्सव कर्मणि. कि अपने को अपना काम करना है और बस वो उसके आगे पीछे ज्यादा नहीं सोचना, काम करने पे भी फोकस करना चाहिए. So I think that
Very
worked
good.
for me. Yes. And
Very nice.
one mistake I would say is don't be afraid to face your mistakes. I was
Hmm.
very afraid of VARC और मैंने वो late start किया था.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
realized कि I was running away from facing it
Hmm.
because of course we run away from hard challenges. But
Hmm. Hmm.
you need to realize this कि आपको करना पड़ेगा face. You can't
Hmm.
keep running every time you see
Hmm. Hmm.
obstacle. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just give a mock, identify your weakness and then be resilient about it कि करना तो है ही. आज नहीं तो
Hmm. Hmm.
अगले साल करना पड़ेगा. Better do it now.
I'm very happy to have interacted with you, especially heard your story. Somebody from a small town in Rajasthan doing well in CA in first attempt and doing very well in CAT in first attempt is very inspiring. So very nice. Prepare similarly for even the interviews. They are also a very big part which is remaining, which I'm sure you also know. So thanks a lot. We will again get in touch with you after the interviews are over, and hopefully you would convert a very good college, and we'll also have another interview. Okay.
So it was your guidance played a very important role. It's like I I already told it. I get a pre-cooked meal, but yeah. So you have a equally important role to play.
Thanks, man. These kind of compliments make my day because it makes me feel that okay. Because I'm in an online class, no, I don't really interact a lot with students. So I teach a lot, but I don't really know. Like it feels abstract. I know that many people are watching, but on some level, it is abstract. So when some successful student tells me that our courses have helped him a lot, it makes me feel very content. So thanks a lot. All the best for your interviews.